What up, guys? Team PK here. Who are you with today?
It's me, I'm back. I've been away for a while, but we're back for one event only, and then we'll go away for another while.
So nobody knew you were gone because nothing's happened on the channel. So
Pretty much, but it's whatever. Everybody at locals knew that I was gone.
alrighty, so you're back now and you're gone again tomorrow or whatever. But what did you play for this one event?
So, I played Blackwings.
Played what?
I played Blackwings. Because this deck's the nuts. I actually went undefeated in Swiss. So 5-zip. I lost in top 8, so I got sacked pretty hard, but that's fine. Well, I misplayed game 1, but it's okay. But yeah, 5-0. I versed... I versed 5 different decks, actually, I think. Yeah, I versed an Invoked Dogmatica, an Emancipator, a Mermail, a Dino, an Eldritch. Yeah, and then I versed Dino again in Top Cup. But yeah, Blackwing. I really wanted to play this deck because I thought it would be a lot of fun, and I literally said before the tournament, I said I will flop because this deck probably sucks, but somehow we went 5-0. The dream is real. Blackwings is the best deck. Everybody can fight me. This deck's actually really good. I think it's highly underrated because not a lot of people know how to play around it, and its combo ability is just very strong. So yeah, I guess we'll get into it.
Alright, let's start the profile.
So to start off with 3 of this card, which is this is Simoon the Poison Wind. So I didn't actually want to play this one because if you use its effect, which is actually nuts. So it's a level 6, but its effect is you can banish a Blackwing from your hand, activate a Whirlwind from the deck, and then normal summon this for the effect. And but it locks you into darks for the turn. So this is why I didn't want to play this card originally, because it does lock you into darks. But I didn't have enough Blackwings, and this card's just too powerful not to play, I think. I mean, activating Whirlwind from the deck is literally ridiculous. So yeah, but this card's pretty good. So we play 3 of this card. It's a good starter. For the other ones, we played 3 Chris the Crack of Dawn. This is actually really good against the Dogmatica deck because they all search that trap card that pops monsters, but this once per turn can't be killed by spell or traps. So it just doesn't die.
Nice.
But yeah, free special summon if you control a Blackwing other than itself. 3 Bora, free special summon if you control a Blackwing other than itself. Does piercing damage.
Did that ever come up?
No, it never came up. I mean, most of the time you're either comboing or you're killing them with synchros. There's no in between. 3 copies of Gale the Whirlwind. So this one is this is a once per turn special summon like Chris's, but these ones are not once per turn special summons, so these are the best ones. Gale is also insane. This is also a 1 card out to window versus the Dogmatica deck because you can just if you have this, you can normal summon this because it's a normal summon, and then search this, and then 1 special summon this, and then halve the window and attack over it. So this card's actually busted. But yeah, these are all your multiple free special summons, so these are all pretty good cards. Those are your only 3 obs. So for 2 obs, we play 2 each. 2 of this one. So this is one of the newer ones. It's pretty good. It's like a blizzard. If you on summon, it summons from the banished zone, and it's a level 4 tuner, which is kind of important. And then we play 2 blizzard. There are multiple combos where you can normal summon 3 times in one combo if you open one of these. And if you have a Whirlwind on the board, it's just free real estate. Free real estate.
I love free real estate.
But these cards are pretty good.
So do you only play 2 of them because they're only good as normal summons?
Yeah, well, they're not special summons. They're only normal summons. So you can't really justify playing more than those. But I wanted at least 2 of each because opening one of them is pretty good. But opening multiples doesn't facilitate anything. So if you open one of them, you can work the combo around to get an extra normal summon out of it. But yeah, opening multiples doesn't do anything for you. So the only other ones we played 2 copies of Orochi the Squall. This is a free special summon if you control a Blackwing. It's a level 1 tuner, so that's pretty good. It has another effect, something to do with counters. I don't know. So it changes the battle position of cards somehow. 2 come out in the dust. This one's the nuts. So this one on special summons if you control a Blackwing, and then you can target another Blackwing, and this card gains the level of the targeted monster. So you can just pop off and make this card level 6 or level 8 when you're trying to synchro, and then it's just becomes really easy to get. And it's only got 800 attack, so if you normal summon almost anything, you can search it. These ones are very accessible.
So why did you only play 2 of them?
Because these are hard ones to return special summons. So if you can't special summon multiple of them. I decided to play 3 copies of Chris because Chris is 1900. So if you have to normal summon a Blackwing when you have Whirlwind on the board, this is just strictly better to normal summon.
So just because the search is pretty much everything, right?
Pretty much. And also because this is level 4, it's more important to have, because level 4 is slightly more important when you're trying to do the combo. But yeah, like these ones, considering they're so searchable because they have lower attack, you don't really need to play more than these. And like because they are the hard ones for turns, there's no point. So the only other two Blackwings we played were these two. Zephyros is obvious because Zephyros is Zephyros. This one's pretty good. So this card's effect is literally if this card is searched, special summon it, and it's just a level 3 tuner. So like that's right. I wanted one more Blackwing, and that was Gladius, which is like its effect is if you control exactly one Blackwing, you can special it. It's a level 3 non-tuner, but I could not find a copy of this card. But yeah. The other monsters I played was 3 copies of Luna the Dark Spirit.
So what does this card do?
So you can banish Dark from the graveyard to special summon it, and it's just a level 4. So like it's good for the combo because you can make 4 Strix with it. 4 Strix is just generic. You can also Zephyros bounce this to your hand and then banish another Dark and summon it. It's also good as well because it also sets up ouster plays. So like if you have like a copy of this card and you have to do the combo weird, you can like use this, banish a Blackwing, make one of the synchros allows you extra normal summon, and then normal summon this, and then special summon the Blackwing back. So it actually has synergy with the deck, and it's a free extender, and it's not a once per turn special, so opening multiple still helps with the combo. So all in all, it's a pretty good card. I like it. So we are playing the Infinite Negate combo, so we got these 2 cards. This card stuck to my hand the entire day. I reckon I drew this card like 6 or 7 times. It was thoroughly upsetting.
I think I saw it every time I looked at your hand, you had it in your hand.
Yeah, it's a bit upsetting, but it is whatever, you know. But yeah, you're just trying to get to both of these cards so you can Infinite Negate loop. And like almost every time I manage to stick that I won. So, you know, it's pretty good. The only other monster is an O-Lion for the combo. So for spells, 3 Black Whirlwind. This card's, you know, it's Black Whirlwind. Summon a Blackwing, search a Blackwing with lower attack. I opened 3 Black Whirlwind against Yatin today, and he Imperial Lorded me. That's
going to be like 7 day kicks.
Yeah, it was a bit upsetting, but I won the match, so it was okay. But yeah, cards nuts. 3 Lure of Darkness. This card's actually pretty good because it can't like the same thing with the Lunar. It combos with Ouster, so you can like Allure of Darkness, banish any Blackwing, and then if you've drawn one of these, you can normally bring the Blackwing back, and then it's like 2 monsters. So you can actually get pluses out of activating this card rather than just, you know, for the same. We're a combo deck, so we play 3 Call by the Grave. There's nothing really to say there. I played Living Fossil, so like the only reason I played this card is because it summons a level 4 or lower, so that doesn't matter. But it's an equip, so I can bounce it to my hand with Zephyros. So like, I guess it never came up. I never did it. Oh, never mind. When this card leaves the field, banish the equip monster. Okay, cool. We didn't cheat. But no, I never did it. But like, I think I drew this once. It's just like a free side out. If I had the Gladius, I just cut this for it. And then I played Reborn and the rank up spell. So this is the rank up spell for the Wise Strix. This is pretty good. It like revives a Red Raptor and then overlays the thing on top of it. So that's the main deck. 40 cards. Extra deck. I played 1 Wise Strix. I wanted to play 2, but there's just no room in this extra deck to do so. You only need 1 anyway. Like, once you get this out of the deck, there's no point in summoning this card again. After that point, you just want to summon Synchros. This is just like a cool combo enabler. So Needle Fiber, need it for the combo. This card's actually really good because you can get any tuner with it. Like if they interrupt you or you stop your Wise Strix, you can just make this get any Blackwing tuner out of the deck and then make this Samorg Link. So that gets Avian. So like if you're on awkward hands, you can still make negates. Masquerena for the combo. This is also really good when you play the Simoon, because the Simoon locks you into darks, so you can just end on like weird boards with IPs on them. Union Carrier for the combo. A Unicorn, in case it comes up with an IP, Unicorn's pretty good. Samorg Link and an Avramax. Avramax is insane. I made Avramax against like 3 people with an IP and nobody can break it. It's just nuts. You have to swing at it, can't be targeted, can't die by card effects. It's just huge for no reason. So this card is large. But Samorg is like by far the most underrated card, I think. Like probably in duo, just because this card summons a card on every end phase. So like, not only does it give you extra negates, it gives you follow-up, and everything that's under it can't be targeted, so it's like free protection itself can't be targeted. This people tried to Veiler and pop this 4 or 5 times today, you just can't. It's just very silly. So for the ranks, I played 1 4 Strix. You only need 1 for the combo, and then once you've used it to get this out of the deck, you just don't need it anymore. This is the only reason why level 4s are more important for the combo. To make this, and then when you use this, I played 2 targets for it. So if you go first, you make the Infinity. If you go second, you summon this. This card is ridiculous.
What does the card do?
Basically, it attacks everything, every monster your opponent controls, and anything it battles goes to 0. So you can just wipe whole boards with it when you go second.
That's insane.
It's also got a Volcasaurus effect, so you can pop one and then I think it deals damage. Yeah, target monster opponent controls, destroy it, inflict damage to opponent equal to half the attack. But yeah, like detach a material and swing at everything, and everything it battles goes to 0. I never summoned it, but I think it's very important to play because like this card existing in this deck means that it's very easy to just crack into boards. Because as long as Y-Strix resolves, you can just use your entire hand to bait all the negates, and then summon this and clear the whole board for free. So
you just apply a bunch of pressure for literally free.
It's just very silly. And then for the synchros, you play the Nodung. This one's really good. It burns for 800.
Time.
I never cheeky timed. I never went to time. But it also has an inbuilt effect that you can extra normal summon once per turn. So that's nuts. We played 2 copies of an Obsidian Yugioh. This one's really good. So this one protects itself. If you would target it by card effect, I can change the target. Not that comes up. But basically, you play 2 of this one because this becomes the 2nd and 3rd copy of every other synchro you play. Because when once per turn, you can summon back a level 5 or higher Blackwing out of the graveyard.
That's cool.
Yeah, so you can just do mad combos with this. This card's really stupid. Play 1 Raikiri. We don't have to play more than 1 because we have these 2. This just pops cards up to the number of Blackwings you control, so you can clear entire boards just with this. And like. This is another reason I wanted to play the Gladius is because there's like an interesting thing that you can do with this where you can like summon this, have the Gladius on board, because this becomes a tuner when you synchro with it with a Blackwing, but it's level 7, so you summon it, you summon the Gladius, and you summon something else, and then you can go pop 2, and then you can, with this and the Gladius, you can make the level 10, which is this card, and then you make this next, and then this brings this back again, and you can pop again, which is very silly.
That is very, very silly.
And this is the last one, is like full Armor Master. This card is so stupid.
What does it do?
It's the only German card I have in this deck. So it's 3k, 3k, it's level 10, and it's unaffected by card effects. If your opponent activates a monster effect, that card gains a feather counter, and then once per turn during my turn, I can remove a feather counter from a card you control to take control of it.
What?
Yeah, and also during my end phase, I can destroy any monster with a feather counter on it.
What?
So I can just I versed Mermal and he VFD'd me, and I just summoned this in defense mode and set everything, and then like on the next end phase, I nuked his whole board.
Well, that's stupid.
And you just can't beat it because it's unaffected by card effects and it's 3k, 3k.
That's just not fair.
It's so dumb. Like so many times, like if my combo gets stopped or I did something, I ended on boards like this with Avramax made with an IP, and it's just so hard to break because like. This tutors out your board, but you can't attack it. So you can't even sword it or beat it because you have to beat the Avramax first. And it's just like, you can't target it. You can't target the Avramax and you can't kill it by card effects. So like, you're just not affected by anything. And like, this is just really hard to beat for some reason. But this card's dumb. I would play 2, but you don't need to. Because like you said, we have the Yugiohs, so it's whatever. Let's see, extra deck. The side deck was like pretty simple. I sided this, so, like, obviously, most of the time we want to be going for the infinite negate combo, but there are, like, scenarios where if you get Nibiru'd, you can't do that anymore. So what you do is that if you get nibbed, but you can extend, you just make this, and you make Union Carrier only and equip it to this. So then this is unaffected by card effects, and they can't summon from the extra deck.
And it's 4K.
You know, and it's just huge for no reason, so, yeah. That's why that's in there. It's also against any deck that plays Forbidden Droplets, you can put this in. Because I was testing games with this and I made the full board against River and he dropleted me and OTK'd me.
Whoops.
So like I was thought I sit pretty. I have like full infinite negate combo, Avramax, Infinity, you can't beat me, and he droplets and OTKs me. So it is what it is. This is much better in that scenario versus any like I think I'd probably only side it in actively against the Dogmatica deck or Dragmatica deck. Who cares? Just so that doesn't happen. Cosmics is pretty obvious. Dark Rulers, Chalice. This is like strictly for the Numeron decks or VFD decks or anything silly. They were in the main deck before, but I needed more monsters in. There just wasn't enough room. Imperms, same sort of thing. Like Numeron, VFD. Everybody's still activating VFD in the stamina phase, so you can punish people with that. I played this card. I want more of this card, but I only owned the one.
Alright, so what is this? Because this is also German, isn't it?
No, this is Italian.
Oh.
Yeah, Italian. So what it's actually called is Delta Crow Anti-Reverse. What it does, if I control a Blackwing monster and I activate this card, I can destroy every set card my opponent controls, or every set spell trap. And if I control exactly 3 Blackwing monsters, I can activate it from my hand. So, like, it's just Heavy Storm.
Nice.
You know, but I only had the one, so I only played one. I didn't draw it, so it's whatever, but, like, it's just 3 wins against certain decks when you can just, like, summon 3 cards to the board, and they don't really see it as a threat, and then you just drop this, and it's very scary. The last card was a red reboot.
Sweet.
Should I do the combo?
Yeah, actually, yeah, show the combo.
Alright. Fuck, I have to like figure out how to do the combo upside down again. Bugger it, I'm not gonna do it upside down, I can't be bothered. So like what you need for the combo essentially is any way to get like 4 monsters to the board, as long as one of them is a level 4. Is pretty much so we'll do it with like a Luna. If I can figure out bugger it with one of these. So this could be like you could have Harmattans or you could have anything else.
So it's basically like, yeah, 4 monsters on the board as long as
one of them is a tuner. So yeah, this if I'm not incorrect, this should be the combo. If I screw it up, I'm sorry, but I'm not. I'm not doing it upside down. I can't be bothered. So yeah, these are special. So I normaled this. Make Y-Strix. Y-Strix's effect. Special Zephyros from the deck. So this is when you have your other level 4, so you just remove any of them. You overlay these ones for 4 Strix. Detaching the Zephyros. To add, when you add something off this, you need any tuner monster basically. So any Blackwing tuner that you can summon is fine, because it just has to be a tuner monster for the Needle Fiber. So usually I take Gale, because if I have the other ones, I've searched them. Because you've activated this triggers and you get the Soul Shave from the deck. I don't know why I'm shuffling. Get used to it. So then you link these off for the Samorg link. Alright, when you do this Soul Shave Force. So this halves your life points, special summons this and Infinity over the top. Now you can special summon, and then you Zephyros it, and then you special it again, because this is why you want to take a Gale, because it's a multi-special summon in this scenario.
yeah, it's like the only multi-special summon is the tuner, right?
Yeah, pretty much. So then you use the tuner to make the Needle Fiber. And you get Needle Fiber effects. Summon O-Lion. Link these for the Union Carrier. Then the O-Lion summons a token, wherever I put my tokens. And use the token and this to make IP. And then the Union Carrier target this, equip this, and then you move to end phase and use this to summon this. So then this is the board. So like, yeah, any 4 monsters including a level 4.
So it's Infinity plus 1 negates.
It's literally Infinity plus 1, because this is infinite negates, but in case they have like a quick chain or anything, the Infinity's there to protect it. Also, this card, any winged beast this points to cannot be targeted, so you can't even chalice or imperm this or anything like that. And then when you do summon this, what people usually do is let this summon and then try to attack it. When they go to battle phase, you use the IP effect and you make Abramax. So then like Abramax can't be targeted or die by card effects, and Abramax has a cool little line on it that says they have to attack this card. So then you just can't clear this, and then it's still infinite negates. And then, like, on the end phase, this will summon another monster, and then you just die.
That's broken.
It's very silly. So I did this, like, 2 or 3 times against people. But, yeah, like, if they interrupted at any stage or anything like that, usually you can make smaller combos. The only one that's, like, super detrimental is Nibiru, but it's still kind of easy to play around, because they have to Nibiru you when you activate the Soul Share Force, because otherwise Infinity hits the board. So like if they don't Nibiru you before then, the only card you're really losing is this, so you can just keep going. But yeah, that's the deck. I don't understand how it went 5-0. I don't know how that happened, but we got there somehow. But yeah, this is what I was trying to do to people. And then if you go second, you just throw synchros at them until they lose, because this just pops cards, and you just drop this as non-effective by card effects, and you just kill them.
Cool. Any shout-outs before we go?
Shout-outs to all the boys. It's been a while. It was good to see everybody at Locals again. Shout-outs to Aaron Green, who gave me all of his cards. He's really cool. But yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess. Shout-out to the team.
Yeah, any changes you'd make to the deck?
Like I said, I need a Gladius. If I had Gladius, then I reckon Gladius just sort of fixes a few things, because it's also like a level 3 that summons itself that has lower attack, so it's really easy to search. But the really key part about it is that it's a non-tuner, so that makes like a lot of the synchroing really, really easy, because like otherwise the only real way to like get the level 10 out is to either have like a Harmat in play, or you have to use Ouster and Simoon, which is like a level 4 tuner and a level 6, which can make your plays sometimes awkward, because if Ouster is your only level 4 monster, you need to use it for this combo. So it's like having that card fixes a couple hands, makes things a bit easier. But it's probably the only change I would make, at least at this stage. You know, I did want a couple copies of one of the other ones. There's like a Blackwing called Gus the Backblast, which is a Cyber Dragon. But I really like Luna the Dark Spirit. These were just placeholders, but what convinced me about this card is the fact that I could bounce it with Zephyrus and then special it again. That was like really, really important. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
No worries. Thanks for the profile, Josh. Have fun back up wherever you're going.
Yeah, well, I mean, when I come back, I'll play this deck again, because I love this deck. This deck's good fun. I honestly didn't think I'd, like, do well. I just thought, I'm coming with Blackwings, I'm here to have a good time. Hopefully I loop at least one person. And then somehow we went undefeated.
No worries then. Alright, thanks for the profile, Josh. We'll catch you later.